4, 3, 2, 1. This is Deducter bringing you Day 3 Pro League Playoffs. Woongjin Stars versus Samsung Khan. Today we have Light versus Reality in this set, set 2. Light is the yellow Terran here at the 1 o'clock position, and Reality is the red Terran at the 5 o'clock position. That is the 11 o'clock position for Light, rather. So this is Beltway. They are in cross-map positions. Light and Reality, both quite good. Excellent players, I would say, at least in the Pro League. So here's hoping that they can deliver a very exciting game of StarCraft here. Again, Reality, I think the most memorable game I have of him recently was the one where he beat Flash, although that was some time ago. It was quite exciting set. I thought Flash defended brilliantly, but Reality's early lead was just too much for him to stop. But here, Light has a chance to try to extend the lead that Woongjin Stars has just taken. 0 beating Jang in the last game. Very exciting game. Here's hoping for a game that is of this caliber again. This is Beltway. Not a surprise that both teams sent out a Terran here. It is a fairly Terran-favored map, although I think Protoss can still do very well. But with carrier strategies actually on this map, there are a lot of walls to sort of take advantage of in the middle of the map. It looks like neither player is going for something too crazy, or perhaps they will be. Maybe both players just going to put down a forward racks here. Well, this isn't really a forward rack coming out from Reality, it's one near his natural. Perhaps Light, though, is going to put down true forward racks here. He has put one down sort of in one of these alcoves there. The mineral-only alcoves in the middle. So I guess he just wants to get some scouting out as fast as possible and lift his barracks to the appropriate location. Once he figures out where Reality is, both players perhaps have put down their refineries. Yeah, it looks like so. This is likely going to be factory into command center build here. Neither player, I think, is going to try something truly crazy, but who knows? 2 port raves or something like that could get the incoming in the Pro League finals, or these exciting events. I feel the marquee matchups, as it were, is important for players to try something daring, I feel. And often players do. Although it seems to be that in the key games, players do tend to play a bit more safely. But I think it's moments like this where you should go big, try something bold. And even if you lose, you will go out in style. Although I guess, then again, winning is really what matters here. It doesn't matter how you win. If you win with 4 pool with an epic hour-long slugfest, wins win. That's what matters at the end of the day. Anyway, both players lifting their barracks out. And the barracks will float by each other in the middle, it appears. This Marine going to fight the other Marine. They might get both die at the same time, but no! Reality going to draw first blood here because Light foolishly moved his Marine just a little bit and not getting off the one last shot that he needed. Missing one round of bullets, as it were, there. And so, Reality gonna draw first blood. That Marine is very low on health, and this SEV may yet come in from Light to avenge his fallen comrade there. The Marine has wisely sort of hidden itself in the corner. One hit from the SEV should kill the Marine, but Light, having seen what Reality is doing, both players putting down their expansion, is content just to send his SEV back. Light has put down a fairly early starport here, not getting his machine shop just yet. So, looks like Light is going to focus a bit more on maneuver, and I think that's a wise move here. Reality has put down his machine shop, of course. Let's see what he will opt to research first. It may very well be Vulture Mines. Although it looks like he is building a tank, he's also putting down a second factory there. So clearly a divergence now coming from both players. I suspect what Light is going to do is actually get dropship and perhaps try to drop behind that tempo and maybe put a tank down over there and try to do what damage he can before the opposing Terran player, Reality in this case, can do something about it. Reality would be wise to either tear down that tempo or to get drop ships of his own. And these Vultures going to come in, picking off that Marine, avenging their comrades. These Vultures going to try to do some damage here, although more Vultures coming in. Both players trying to fight. There are Vultures preparing here for Reality, so Reality looks like he is going to win this match. Light going to lose both of his Vultures, it looks like, without any sort of kill on the Vultures. Light taking some early losses here. I'm sure he didn't want to incur those losses. And now, 3 Vultures coming out by Reality. Light seems to have nothing to stop this. This could actually be very bad for Light here. And Light needs, he's got a tank out, he's also got a Wraith out, so he should be fine. Reality, if he upgrades mines though, he could yet be in good position. Light is desperately putting down blockading buildings in the front to deal with these Vultures. I think between the Wraith and the tank, he should be okay in his defense. Reality going to come in, start picking off SEVs. It looks like one of the Vultures go down, so this should be the end of Reality's little attack here. Army going down too for Reality. He wants to deal with the... I think those are 3 factories actually down for Reality. So, yeah, the control tower coming down here, coming up rather, I should say, for Light. So, I think he is going to focus on dropships now that his first Wraith has been out, and the Wraith is going to pick off that annoying barracks. It looks like. So, both players content now to stay in their bases. Reality surely is going to know that a potential drop is incoming. I mean, if the opponent has... And Reality really putting down a lot of factories here. Light only has 1, it appears, with his starport. Reality going up to 4 now. He's probably going to rely on Vultures and Goliaths here to do what damage he can with his early forces and really put a lot of pressure here. And a Marine getting built there by Light. Light would be wise not to tip his hand just yet. Build a few Marines there, maybe airlifting 2 tanks, and those would be able to deal with these Goliaths that are coming out here from. And he has sent his dropship forward. Let's see what the dropship has. I'm not sure those Goliaths will be able to kill the temple fast enough before the dropship can unload its cargo. I don't think Light would be wise to include SEV for anything to try to build a bunker. It would take way too long. Probably 2 tanks, I would imagine. Light has is in good position. He's even brought his Wraith forward. There are SEVs sent by Reality here. Reality desperately wants to break this temple down. Light needs to siege now. Does he not have siege mode or something? He does not appear to have siege mode. And these Goliaths may even be able to kill the dropship, but no, the dropship gonna lift down now and come to the Nashville to do what damage it can. Still not gonna cause the most damage, it appears. Light has also cleverly used his Wraith to harass in the meantime. Light gonna micro his tanks and the dropship to just do some damage, although it's not too much damage. Light now going up to 4 factories, it looks like. So Light is gonna siege up his tanks here, try to do what damage he can. There are still Goliaths there. Light would be wise not to try this. The Goliath's not able to get any shots off on the dropship. Well, it escapes, Light going up to 5 factories. So both players trying to do a bit of damage. I would say Light obviously putting on a bit more pressure here, but ultimately still not accomplishing too much. He did a bit of damage, but Reality is not going to be bothered at all by this. So it looks like this will come down to more of a positional battle. As the game progresses, both players again content to sit in their bases for now, but Light is going to move out here with all sorts of tanks. He doesn't have any screening forces, not sure where that is wise. Reality has a nice mixture of Goliaths, Vultures, and tanks there, so I think Reality has the better unit composition for now. Light's forces are in some danger, and whew, that mine almost going off on tanks. Light is going to try to put down expansion, it looks like at 12 o'clock. If Reality can catch Light while his tanks are sieging up, some Vultures in mine for instance, it would be an absolute disaster. This Wraith going to get picked off there, rather unnecessarily so. I mean, 1 Wraith is going to be fairly useless, except as a scouting unit. And Light gonna siege his tanks up here. Reality may yet go in with his Vultures for a daring raid here, but no, Reality gonna try to flank these tanks. He's gonna try to put some pressure on the front. Light is trying to get his screening forces out now, so as long as Light unites his armies, I think he will be fine. Light needs to be careful and not get his forces divided here. A bit of a skirmish here. These Vultures might see it starting. They are laying mines all near the tanks. The tanks are sieging up. The mine's not quite able to go off. Looks like Reality has got into better siege position here with his tanks. But no, great hit here coming. But no, mine's laying there for Reality, and looks like both players incurring heavy losses here. Almost trading armies. Reality has perhaps come out barely ahead here with 2 tanks to Light's 1. So both players inflicting heavy casualties on each other. Light has managed to drop some vultures in the interim, though. In Reality's main, Reality going to be forced to pull back what units he has. They're going to send forces to clean out these vultures. I don't think they will inflict too many casualties. Light would be wise. Actually, Reality should be wise to try to deal with that vulture in the north. It's got 4 kills already. I mean, 3 kills. It'll surely go up to 4. Yes, so that was a nice little vulture drop. Oh, that mine blowing up one of the tanks. Lucky shot there, I have to say, by Light. Both players inside rallying forces to the middle. Light with his dropship maneuver is, as always, the key in DVD. Light having the better harass this entire series. He's going to delay that command center at the 6 o'clock considerably there with that one solitary vulture. Going to be really pesky. And Light, I have to say, is playing just a tad better than Reality at this point. However, nothing is decided. Both players are still fairly even on the ground. Dropship, starport rather, is going up. Dropship obviously is what Reality wants to build here, I would imagine. He might get a Wraith or 2 out to help spot for his forces, but Dropship is really the key here. And Reality wants to build more factories, it appears, to put down another barracks. Reality would also be wise to probably put down an engineering bay and just get some turrets up here and there. I think that is very important. Flash is one of the better players about that. He always puts down turrets and PvPs at just the right location, it appears. And Light, again, his harass doing very well. As you can see, Light is already mining from his 3rd base, whereas Reality's expansion at 6 o'clock being delayed considerably there. Yes, it looks like Reality is going to get at least 1 Wraith to chase down the dropship. That is a good maneuver. Maybe a bit more of a skirmish coming out here in the middle. Reality going to push forward, but Light sieging up his tanks. Not too much that Reality will be able to do about that. Both players content to maneuver their forces around in the middle a bit here and establish siege lines. Reality going to attack here. He's not laying mine near those tanks of Lights. Both players really punch for punch here, trading blows. And Reality may have, in fact, come out a bit ahead in that engagement here. There is a 4-kill tank there for Light, I believe, and Light rallying reinforcements to the front. He is going to be fine. Reality has brought SCVs cleverly to repair. He's got a very impressive tank force, I have to say. In the middle here, they are perhaps a bit clumped up if he seizes them all at once, but Reality going to pull back for now. And that mine almost going off amongst all of those SCVs, I should say. That would have been a disaster, but not quite. So Light has taken a bit of a lead here. I still have to feel. Reality, though, with 1 good attack, can easily turn this game around in his favor, and both players content to siege up a bit here, more in the middle of the map. Light would be wise to get something to deal with that raid. He's brought down 2 raids of his own to clean this up. Light does have +1 Catfish upgrade on his mech units. So again, neither player really up to too much in terms of offensive action here. Reality not paying attention to his Wraith, getting killed. Reality going to try to flank here, it appears, marching up the western corridor here, eastern corridor, I should say, eastern corridor here, with part of his forces. Actually, that might be most of his forces. He's going to come in for attack here in the middle, perhaps. Both players really appears wants to get control over the middle. There is some advantage, of course. It would stop the opposing player from putting down expansions at those inside middle-only bases. But I'm not quite convinced this is the way to go. I still feel a dropship play is probably the wiser move here. With that, you should be able to limit your opponent 3, maybe 4 bases at most. There is a dropship out here for Reality. Reality is in danger of his forces in the south being destroyed here. Light is making a massive push with everything he has, it appears. Reality's army there in the middle looks like he's not quite decided what to do with that, and Light going to catch this dropship. This is actually going to be not that disastrous. Light is pushing there to the 6 o'clock, and what has Reality been doing during all this time? He is pushing his way up to 12 o'clock. Light has some forces in position to deal with this. I think Reality is going to come out behind here. Maybe not if he can get position over Light's base there. And so, hard to tell what's going to happen. Light has probably killed all the SCVs at the 6 o'clock position, but Reality going to siege up outside of this base at the 12 o'clock. If he can kill it, it will be blow for blow here, punch for punch. One heavyweight boxer here slamming his fist into the other guys. Okay, I don't watch boxing, so I can't really use that analogy. Looks like these 2 players certainly fighting very hard here. Reality going to pick off this scouting science facility. Both players trying to get expansion at the middle. Light just a bit ahead again. And it looks like Light is going to be forced to float his command center here at the 12 o'clock base. Both players again fairly even, perhaps Light coming out just slightly ahead in that engagement. Reality has put down expansion there at the 3 o'clock too, where Light is trying to send some forces there to stop it. Reality does not appear to have enough units to be able to get it done. And both players mirroring each other's moves quite a bit, I have to say. Reality forces to send some SCVs out to deal with these forces of Lights. If he can destroy them, Reality will be in a fairly comfortable position. Looks like Reality might be able to hold this off just barely. And if he sends some reinforcements to shore that up, he should be fine. Reality's forces in the north there content now perhaps just to withdraw after dealing damage they wanted to. And that mine looks like one of Light's mines, almost going to be able to land on these tanks. Not quite. There are quite a few Cloaked Wraiths here, but against those Goliaths, I don't think they'll do too much. The Cloaked Wraiths will spot, though, allowing those tanks to some free hits. And now the scan has gone down. These two Goliaths, in fact, only one Goliath left. Those Wraiths will be able to do a lot of damage here, so I was wrong. Light, very nice maneuver here. So with these Wraiths, are going to be able to pick off all those tanks, it looks like, and that will be a nice advantage here for Light, picking off all these forces. Reality has brought in yet another Goliath, damaged one at that, to try to deal with this, but Light, sending his ground forces concurrently, going to mop up this force of Realities. Very nice move here by Light, and with that, I think Light has just taken a clear lead in the game with his Wraith force. Light has got himself up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mining bases. It looks like not all of them saturated with SCVs, but Reality only has 3. Sooner or later, Light will have the SCVs mining from all those bases, and also gas critically, and Reality will be in some trouble. Reality needs to get something done now. Light is not letting up the pressure. In fact, Light is doing his best to gain position over this 3 o'clock base, and should he do so, it will be GG for Reality. Even a Valkyrie out for Light. Reality just not quite able to cope with this one step behind of Light this entire series, I have to say. And he does not appear to be capable of saving his base there at the 3 o'clock. With that, that will be GG. Light, as you can see on the mini-map, has forced Reality into his little pocket there, his little corner of the map. He's also got position over these SCVs mining from the inside mineral only. This will surely force a GG from Reality soon enough. Reality will probably try to break out with what few units he has left. But, I mean, the loss of his army there, encircled, as it were, at the 12 o'clock, that was the blow that he just could not recover from. If he had that army, he would easily be able to protect his base here at the 3 o'clock. GG coming from Reality. Well done by Light. So, Woongjin going up 2-1, going on to the next set.